ironically enough, the first aircraft to land is a current Virgin Atlantic jet, which really, along with the Dreamliner, sort of like outphased the 346, the beautiful A346. Oh, grease that one. Yeah. And you know what? There's every chance that the pilots on that plane, one of them might be ex-346 pilots. How you doing, folks? Short stream. Don't get any funny ideas. I'm going to be standing here for 4 hours, although, you know, it's sometimes very easy for me to... Anyway, I'm not going to do that because I've got things to do. But I hope you're doing well. Cameron 23 is a brand new member. Hello to the 2 young lads who I met at the gas, who came up to me at the gas station. Jerry, Big Jet TV, got a picture and everything. You know, 2 Sheds Jackson as well. Off 2 Sheds. Thought he was going to give me a an armed escort to London Heathrow. Only joking, of course. Armed as in like unharmed. Hello? Hello? Is anyone there? Very end of the week there. Oh, nearly went into pilot talk then. End of the week, ladies and gentlemen. And Quagmire is was it Quagmire and Scully? Scullenberg, what's his name? Is it Scullenberg? Had a pilot, longest pilot. Yeah. Okay. There's going to be a lot of people who are tuning in who don't read. No one ever reads the bleeding description, do they? But we are at London Heathrow for yet another, I'm guessing we're going to call this a milestone, because has she been, I don't think this jet has been in operation, literally, since her arrival into the fleet, of which there are 10 with these folks. European cargo. Ex-Virgin Atlantic A346. Now everybody's got their personal. Cheers, Tomo. Everyone's got their own personal memories of the 346. I flew on a Virgin 346 from Los Angeles back in the early 2000s. It was at a time when I was sort of like doing the motocross, the magazines, the media and all that kind of thing, and it was great to fly back on her. I didn't really think about the significance of it, the fact that it was a, you know, I remember when I used to, you know, look up and, because my old man flew the DC-8s, big 4-engine super stretch. We used to call the 346 the Swan, didn't we? Because she has a very long neck on her and a big, beautiful wing. But yeah, it was only when I started Big Jet TV that I really sort of like started to research the different variants, and the 346, when it was still operational. If a lot of people who've been with us for a long, long time will remember my love for the A346, purely because of her look of a DC-8, which my old man flew, probably a DC-8 63 or maybe even a 71, because those things were seriously, was there a 73 or a 71 or but anyway, yeah, crazy, beautiful aeroplane, and very quickly became a big favourite of mine here at London Heathrow, operating with Virgin Atlantic. So It was a sad day when they left. They did not depart due to the crisis. It was before the crisis even came about. It was just a modernisation campaign with Virgin Atlantic. Did the 330s, the CEO 330s, supersede the or did they sort of like come in during that period, or was it with a Dreamliner? But anyway, that is just the history on this particular aircraft. Look it up if you want, folks. Planespotters.net is where I got my information from about European cargo. And a shout out to all the team at European Cargo down in Bournemouth. Oh, is that the retro Qatar jet? In a big heavy campaign at the moment with their marketing, aren't they? A lot of events now where we used to see Emirates' name plastered everywhere. It's very common to see Qatar now. So there's a big battle going on between them, isn't it? Not literally, but you know, from a media exposure point of view. Aliska Hill is, I don't know if she's watching, but anyway, she's I think she's the CCO, Chief Commercial Officer at European Cargo. Oh, come on now. Oh, one more. That's what happens when you let's give these two lads a sticker and then we can shut them up. Do you want a sticker, son? Do you want a sticker, mate? You want one of these? Bless him. All the kids think Big Jet TV is cool now, don't they? Oh, you don't want one then, no? What's the sticker? Come on, hurry up. Cool, man. Yeah, of course you can, mate. Hurry up. There you go, son. Couple of kids watching us on. Oh, that's funny anyway. Well, there you go. But European Cargo, there we go, based down in Bournemouth. Do you remember when they were originally assigned to, who was it? Maylef Cargo, I think. But that changed hands by the looks of it. This is, as far as I'm aware, the only one of two that are in operation. Echo Charlie Lima Mike and Echo Charlie Lima Juliet. One is, it's not showing as either a Praetor or a cargo, but this particular one that's coming in is a cargo jet. Now the unfortunate thing is we're not gonna, I might be able to catch a look at her left hand side because that's where the cargo door is always positioned. Although saying that, my old man's DC-8 had one up the front, didn't it? In front of the wing. So there's a possibility, because there's a lot of fuselage to play with there. And it might be that they've put the cargo door forward as opposed to aft of the wing. Let's see if we get this. What's your phone, Sam? What's your phone? Make sure you take your rubbish home. Make sure you take your rubbish home, son. Make sure you get rid of your rubbish, yeah? Look at your phone. Look at your phone. Look at your phone. Look at it. Look at it. Never works, mate. Anyway, there we go. So we're going to track her on flight radar, folks. And there is a call sign, isn't there, GP, that we put out? Uniform. No, I've got Sierra Echo 812, Gilly. Okay, sorry. Sierra Echo 812, folks, if you're on flight radar. Now, in terms of freight capacity, now this one's coming from Norway. As far as I can see, she hasn't done that many operations in her cargo form, but now that she's a fully fledged freighter, she'll probably be heavily in demand. Lots of space inside a 346. Now, in terms of her cargo capacity, all the seats and interiors being stripped out of the aircraft. Quite what the flooring's like, I'm not sure, because when you convert to a freighter, no cargo door. Is someone saying, Julie? Say? Okay. Oh, she doesn't have a cargo door. Okay. How does that work out in terms of on their website? It's showing freighter or cargo. So we'll have to see. Anyway, it's a beautiful aeroplane. She's still carrying around about, I'd say, 95% of her livery from when she was with Virgin Atlantic. If you zoom in close enough to that image that I put up on our tweet or on LinkedIn, you can still see her original, what was it, the Maiden of the Skies or something like that, the nose art. She was Sleeping Beauty. There's Vina. Wow, Tristan has just gifted. Kristen. Oh, Kristen Steingrant. I've seen Kristen for a while, haven't we? Just gifted 20 memberships. Oh, okay, I've got you. So, Kristen, thank you so much. Lovely thing to do, and that's a big, isn't it? Gifting those memberships. It's a lovely thing to do. Hello, we've got gear down on this jet. It's not rare to see, but usually it is the Dreamliner. Something to do with those electric brakes, I'm pretty sure of it. Okay, so it is still a freighter then. So the freight that they're bringing in is strapped to special attachments inside the cabin, which strap the cargo down, a bit like they did with the back in the day with the PPE, where the boxes would be stacked onto a shelf or onto a plate or onto a pallet, and that pallet, along with everything, all the cargo nets and everything, because they have to be very specifically strapped in. If you're just strapping cargo down to the floor using netting. So come on, folks, let's get her to number one. We probably will just before she, as she's on approach, I'd imagine. But yeah, that's 787. Quite, I wouldn't say common sight, but when it does happen, it is normally a 787. There we go. So yeah, she's carrying engine cowls in red, the rear tail, obviously the rear tail. The tail section is carrying the Virgin livery, and her white fuselage as well. The only thing that they've literally done is taken off the Virgin, or painted over the Virgin logo, and put European cargo moving forward on the side of it. Oh wow, man, that's crazy. Where's that? How many plane park capacity does this airport has? Looks so massive. Ron Blade. Good question, that. in terms of how many stands there are at London Heathrow. You've got to factor in, of course, the remote stands as well, all the way, well, I mean, I wouldn't say all the way, that's a taxiway there, but all around the corner there, capacity for probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 jets there. That's Terminal 2, or is it still, it's Terminal 3, isn't it? It's, yeah. Okay, we've got a revised arrival time, folks. Let's look her up on flight radar now. I'm going to have a quick look and see where she's at. She's in, I take it she's in the air. Thank you, Kristen, once again. Much appreciated. And Timothy Edwards has gifted flight tickets. You're a star, mate. Thank you very much indeed. Good afternoon, everybody. So somebody's saying, Matt Smith, correct, no cargo door. Europeans stated they lose load and strap cargo to internal cargo pods. Right, okay, but those, okay, so pods that are inside the aircraft already. I'm imagining that this thing's coming from Norway, so as a result of that, I'm thinking that she's carrying fish. But that's just a guess. Is it Harnstad? In Norway. So I'm guessing that it may be fish, fresh fish, or something fresh, perishables maybe, I don't know. But they come in through the doors and then go into the pods and are secured in the pods, a bit like what they do with the post that you see with the mail that's strapped in. Well, it's not actually strapped in, it's loaded into a container, a pod, or a can, as some of them call it. And that is then secured inside the cabin of the aircraft. But with this, in this case, that we're talking about, those were with the freighters, we're talking about cans that come in through the freight door, through the cargo door, the rear door, in the case of a swing nose, through the front if they need to. Who was it, Jimmy? It was Dad Phil. Okay. Aviation in 4K saying that this aircraft that's coming in was one of the last 346s that his dad flew. Wow. Trent 500s, isn't it? Is it Trent 5s on the 346? I think exclusive to the 346 as well, because they needed something that was sort of like not too big and then again not too small. 343 is obviously powered by the CFM56, but obviously not powerful enough to get this thing off the ground, because obviously the 346 versus the 343 and 340-500 as well, sort of like in the middle, was also, I think, Trent 500s as well. Of course, I'm guessing that when the 346 was originally developed and conceived, it was still back in the time when the demand was for long distance, long haul 4-engine jets, because the economy was far better. The global economy was far better at that time. But over the years of developing the aircraft, they obviously saw that twin-engine jets were something that would possibly be the future, because the development and planning and initial stages of developing an aircraft are many years ahead, which is why the 380 had such a short life in terms of its manufacture. But hopefully we're expecting these young lads that I met. I said, what's your favourite plane? He said A330. I said, oh, what, the new one or the old one? He said, the old one. I said, fair play. The other lad liked the 380. Stick around, folks. We're always live Wednesdays and Sundays. This is sort of like out of the remit of our usual schedule. Obviously, all the folks who are regulars on Big Jet TV will know that, but there's a lot of you watching right now who perhaps are not. So just to let you know, you can go to our website and find out all about what we do and where we go. Off to Anchorage this time next week. I'll be on my way home when I jelly this time next week. Yeah, maybe that far off being home actually. It's about 10 o'clock at yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It's a little bit of work going on over there with that engine. I think there is, isn't there? Something going on over there. Engine cowl is up, a little bit of maintenance, ground maintenance going on. Just remember, these guys have to do this in all weathers. Has to be in all weathers, folks. Come rain or shine, work needs to be done. I'm imagining that they're taking advantage of the fact that it is dry weather, that they've got that remote stand there. Obviously, often see Virgin jets parked up there. Their shed is over the other side, so it's got an aircraft in it, so freeing up that space and doing a little bit of on-wing repair. I think it's otherwise. What's his name? Funny. Great character. The Parrot Whisperer. Okay. Peters. What's that? Read that back, GP. Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting. So Petershead would be the port, I'm guessing. Heathrow being air freight. Wow. Peters. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, I think EMA is primarily commerce, isn't it? It's commerce, electricals and stuff like that. This is a lovely aeroplane. Look, folks. Yeah. Well, commerce. I cover commerce in mail. Oh God, yeah. Virgin Atlantic do as well. Well, they did do. Not anymore. Got a lot of soul. Look at this. Isn't she beautiful? Adam, the 340-500 uses a -541 code and 600 use a -642 code. So maybe they're marginally different engines, Adam. Yes, that will be thrust rating, I think you'll find. Different thrust ratings on those engines. In terms of the core of the engine and the fan blades and all that kind of thing, they probably look identical. A bit like the Pratt & Whitney 1500, I think it's the 1100, or is it Pratt & Whitney PW1000 engine that has a number of different variations of it, you know, and that I think would probably be thrust settings. Maybe the LEAP engine that powers the 320 isn't quite as powerful as the one that powers the Max, for example, is what I'm talking about. John Sharritts. Oh, Flight Radio 24, number 1 is a private jet out of Tenerife. Okay. Hey, let's ruin it for that guy, shall we? Yeah, like he's saying there, John Sharritts saying that it may be a VIP. It's got to be, really, hasn't it? Joanna B, massive engines. Rusty T, Zag. So, Zag. Still watching Echo 6 Bravo, Daniel Goldman. Up to number 3 on Flight Radar, I believe she is now, is she? We'll get her to number 1 just before she arrives. What's our ETA, GP? Let's have a little look. Oh, look at that lovely shot there. So only another 10 minutes. Locked and loaded. 3 greens. 7 miles. Continue. Probably a little bit less, I think, actually. Sorry about that. No! So this 346 would have once been maintained in that hangar, folks. As you can see, the big slice out of the hangar frontage there wouldn't be needed to be so high if it was only for the Dreamliners and the 350s and the 330s. But the big slice, the high, is the only thing that we can remember with the 747. But then again, also, did Virgin originally they were going to get the 380, weren't they? Because that's a very tall cutout there, isn't it? I mean, when you consider the 747 used to go into that hangar there, and then look at the height of that slice in the wall there, that's tall enough to take a 380, isn't it? So where's she at? Okay, filters. Look at that! I just googled. I just filtered, Gilly, on my Flight Radar. A346, yeah. And there's no. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on radar, of which one is inbound and just past Chelmsford, in from Harstad. This is the one. Wow! Look at the other ones, man. Crazy. Oh, of course, the other ones. Of course. Who are they? Lufty, innit? All lufties, man, all lufties. Yeah, look at that. Wow, lots of them in operation. That's great. Oh, hello. No, we've got the other one. There's another one from Bournemouth, Gilly, going to Chengdu. You are Alpha Uniform Romeo Oscar 600. There you go. So there is another one in operation right now. So there's 2 of European Cargo's jets in the air right now. Oh, excellent. Who's that, GP? Is he on chat? Peter Pryor is staying at the Hyatt. Good day to you, Peter. Enjoy your viewing there at the Hyatt. Hopefully you've got those frontage rooms with the big, was it 4-metre long window? It's insane. Oh, there goes old Simon. Oh, okay, that's brilliant. Jerry, the engine thrust rating can be changed by changing the program plug on the EEC FS777, saying electrical engine control module like the PW4000 series and the GE engines. There we go, thank you. Can be changed by changing the program plug. Wow, it's as simple as that, isn't it? That's insane. Matthew Ewan, good afternoon, Jerry and Jilly from Singapore. Sent my email regarding spotting in Singapore and hope you. Oh, okay, we should have a look at that, Jilly. She's number 2, folks. Nice one. J-Mank flew on GV Red Scarlet before. That's obviously the 3. Red Scarlet Lady, sorry. GV Red Scarlet Lady back in 2014. Yeah, these. Oh, I'm going to go into the emoji things of the emojis being big because that's just obviously a bug, isn't it? It's just making the lines. Somebody who's got a double liner, it's like a big paragraph. It's like a new line and then a new line with if they've sent more than 2 lines worth, if you see what I mean. Supersonic Concorde, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm not, the cargo 340s are based at Bournemouth. Supersonic Concorde, you're absolutely right. Philip Lowry, 10 A346s in the air at the moment. 2 of them with these guys at Aero Cargo, and the rest of them all with Lufthansa. But according to what I'm seeing here, these guys have got, is it 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 346s. And I'm imagining that they're all ex-Virgin Atlantic, unless I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I always like to get from you folks. If I'm incorrect or I need correcting, then please do so. I'm always up for being corrected. Or having a discussion about it. Talking of Pratt & Whitney. See, Pratt & Whitney engine, same one that's fitted to the A220. His old matey in the chat, actually. Tobias, with the yeah, his sticker's gone out. I'm open. It's definitely going to get there this time. I've made all provisions to make sure that it gets there. Look at him, wait for me, wait for me. Come on, John, come on. Hold on a minute, wait. My knees are old, my eyes are bent, my ears are old and drizzled. Come on, John. He's out of breath, look. Oh, slow down, will you, Steve? I do hope they bring her in on the right-hand runway, Chile. Iljar Frolov, good day to you. D-Bash Mode. Michael K. Ronan Alexander Flores Cantarera. Hello to you. This is Flufage. Tamara. My friends on that Virgin plane tomorrow say, which Virgin plane? Which one? Which one? Oh, has it gone? Has it gone? Oh, okay, there she is there. Okay, just caught that in time then. That one. Oh, what? Literally, there's two of them lined up, is it? And it is the one that's lined up, ready to go, or is it the one that's going out after that one? Tamara, doing it now. Okay, so it's not the one taking. Oh, no, it's a red tail, mate. It's a red tail. It's a red tail. That's not BA, mate. That's not BA. Oh, look, it's Brussels. Something's winding up. Okay, thank you ATC, thank you Nats. Everybody giving a collective thank you to our good friends at ATC. That's it going now, is it? Yeah. Okay. Where's she going? VS 155. She's off to Vegas. Uh-huh. Oh, funky shot. Ah, oh, Mr. Funky shot. Oh, Jerry. That's not good, mate. That's a rookie mistake, that is, son. Should have seen that coming. Too many streams this week. Airbrushed by hand, these jets, folks. No stickers anywhere applied on it. Probably, no, none at all, apart from, you know, your warning stickers and stuff. That's pretty crazy, isn't it? See, now this is where we get into trouble, mate, when you get people doing that. Doing this. Mate, seriously? Health and safety and all that? Seriously? No, it ain't. I don't know who it is. It's just some geezer on the back of his... He's videoing it. He's not filming live. He's just videoing. But mate, you're putting yourself in danger. You're putting everyone around you in danger. You know, and you could potentially ruin it for everybody else, mate. The geezer's pivoting on the side of a bleeding. That's insane, man. Oh well, it is what it is. Modem should have come on, Jilly, I think. I don't know whether I want to film him falling off there or whether I want to film the planes. I mean, at least when I stood on the back of my Mercedes, I had a platform. We've got a bit of range here, a little bit of pre-sit. Danger, danger, danger. JP's a new member. Welcome, JP. You got it, Neil. 46. Super stretch. 75 meters in length. Where I always generally is working. 340 is a long range. All variants we would talk about here. And then when this geezer's pads. She's 2 out. Let's get her to number 1, folks. Forget about that silly. Come on, we can beat them. How many people got watching? Okay, we've got 4,700 people watching right now, folks. We can smash it out the ballpark and get this aircraft to number 1. We did it for Air 1, and we did it for Luke as well. Let's do it for these guys. 340 quad jet. This is her, GP. This is her. Right, I want this aircraft to number 1. Come on, folks. Wow, we haven't seen this sight for a long, long time at Heathrow, folks. Look at this. Look at her bogey wheel in the middle. Those big Trent 5s hanging off of her. Come on, hit that select button, folks. Open your flight radar app and filter it to this 346. Just click on it. That's all you have to do is click on it and highlight the aircraft. There's 2 approaching London Heathrow now that you'll see on your radar apps. You just need to select this one. Did we have them for GP before they went out of service? A year, 2 years? 2 years of filming? Rake style wingtip on her. Come on, folks, we can do it. Come on, we're getting there, we're getting there. Let's get her to number 1 before she touches down, come on. Okay, fair enough. We would have done it if it hadn't been for that bleeding private jet or whatever. Everyone's looking on that now, aren't they? This is beautiful. Far off. Only a few hundred off. Only a few hundred off. Yeah. You never know what's going to happen. Well, it's a bit like us with the 319 the other day. There was one of the pilots that I follow on LinkedIn. I did send him a message to see if he was operating that jet today, but no reply. Obviously a busy man. Still sporting the red. Well, still sporting the livery, really. The only thing that's missing is the name, innit? Virgin Atlantic and the Virgin tail livery. The logo, the Virgin logo on the side. So they're just waiting for taxi instructions right now. And as soon as they've got that, they will then maybe unfamiliar territory for these pilots in terms of how the taxiways work. They will be able to see the bread bin where they're headed across the other side of the other runway from where they are now, but they may not be aware. Now they've got the taxi instructions, those speed brakes will probably... Thanks, mate. Speed brakes. Ground spoilers going to reconfigure the aircraft, put it to the ground configuration. And there it is, folks. That's all she wrote. Well, hopefully we'll see more of these operations, as we've got the other two 747s in at Heathrow as well. We've got our other cargo operators, Korean, Qatar, of course, Emirates, as well as all the other DHL jets that we see here at Heathrow. So quite a busy time at the moment. May it continue for some time. Okay, folks. Thanks. It was great while it lasted. But we'll be back on Sunday for the last show in the UK before we head out to Anchorage. And thanks, everybody. Look after yourselves, and we will catch up with you on Sunday. Not sure where we're going to be just yet, but just stay tuned. Make sure you download the app. I'll just put my new camera on, so I've got a little bit of stuff sticking out everywhere. So we'll be back on Sunday. Not sure exactly where we're going to be, but just subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification button, folks. Give us a like as well on your way out, and we'll see you next time. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and well, have a nice Saturday and Friday or whatever. See you later. Bye. Are good to wrap it. Right, I'm off down to Juice's, Julie. Let's go and buy a load of pallets. Come on. Quickly, hurry up, ring them up, see if I got any pallets. Much better than this van that we're standing on, isn't it? You know, I mean, blimey, come on. I mean, that's a proper upgrade, that is, isn't it, eh? What an idiot. Okay. Let's go.